Slop City Podcast!
Oh, that's beautiful.
What'd you say, bitch?
Alrighty, folks.
Oh, did you put the memory card in and all that stuff?
I just started and then you interrupted me. Oh, I gotta get my head.
You better get those on quick.
I might hear something like, yeah! Or, yeah!
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go. We're doing this. We are making a podcast right now.
Wait a second. We're live? I can't believe that Bobby did not know that we were live.
God, has he ever been on a fucking podcast?
I mean, I'm like, oh, we can't play it. He goes, oh, well, I thought we were just like doing something. What are you talking about?
And then he's like, hi!
He was like, hello, Dolly. Hello, my baby. Hello, my lovely.
Hello, my ragtime gal.
Saw Donald today.
Oh,
He is looking frail as fuck. And today he was really,
I don't like hearing that.
I'm just
like
telling
to
you.
hear he's getting frail.
Well, I mean, he's on his way out.
Am I okay,
Oh, we
Randy?
got to clap. I don't need Randy to fucking do anything mean.
1, 2, 3.
That's how you know that this is like an organic, like this is a independent, made in house, made in the USA looking ass podcast. We don't have some guy just in their
Booth?
in their coding room in their booth going typing and doing all that. No, we do this to make Randy's job easier. We do the clap to make Randy's job easier. Name me one high caliber podcast that you know that people are. Joe Rogan, does he clap?
He doesn't even have hands.
Last I checked, he didn't have any hands. Lost him in a UFC fight.
Last I checked, Randy's job just keeps getting harder because we used to set up everything. Now both of us sit down and Randy sets up everything.
Where the talent?
Talent flying in. I expect Randy to start saying that when I walk in the door. Talent flying in.
Why would he ever say that to you?
Because I'm the talent. And I'm flying in.
Oh, I think
so
I
are
got
you.
something in my eye. I'm not flying in. I'm riding in dirty on a Toyota Camry with expired tags, motherfucker.
How long have they been expired?
They're not. I would never allow that to happen.
Mine have been expired for over a year.
Isn't it wild that you just don't get pulled over for it?
Yeah, the pandemic is the greatest thing that ever happened. Expired plates.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting until I get a new car. I'll be like, oh, I'll just get a new car.
Randy and I were laughing so hard when you got back in town because like at this time, let's see, Libbie goes out of town tomorrow for another 3 weeks or something.
Something like
2
that.
weeks. We don't fucking know. She's a man on the go. And Randy and I were sitting outside waiting on you the other day, and we're like, dude, what if Libbie just rolled up in the most gangster ass fucking Escalade? Like you're like, what's up, bitches?
Or a Land Rover.
I got buku money now.
I spent it all on this automobile.
Well, I see you've got a really nice earthy palette of things. Libbie's got a new wallet, very earthy colored, bit orange
And as you open it, you see
and leather.
cards.
Yeah, so when you see all the cards, that's how you know.
This is from
That's
me
an
and
important
Tina's bank
man.
account. And you can see I haven't even verified it yet.
So that's how you know that we don't even need this money.
We don't.
No, that's
I'm
actually.
still spending all my other money first.
And then she's got a mustard purse. Like it's you've got a really free people vibe, but I know that you didn't pay free people money for that stuff. You got it for free.
I bought this at Target.
Okay.
I'll tell you that story. I needed to go shopping on the road for probably 2 weeks.
For what?
I needed some pads. I just needed to get in
Did
a
you
store.
need pads for like the smelly
Pee
pussy
pads.
part?
Pee
Oh, pee
pads.
pads.
I needed a bunch of stuff, and there just wasn't ever time, because I can't just run in a store real quick.
Yeah.
I'm an elderly woman, I'm disabled, and I'm large.
Sure.
I'm 3 of those things.
Oh, well, I mean, I remember, like, I ran into the store one time and came back, and you were like, are you seriously back already? And I was like, I don't know. I just started running for my life. I do like to run into places.
I would love to be able to do that. Used to do that. But it's a big trip. So we took the big old RV. You have to park it 87 miles away. I get in Target, get a scooter because I'm out of town. Nobody's going to see me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm rolling, grooving, buying stuff, putting it in my cart, wallets, makeup, pads,
Whoa.
clothing, just going to town. All of a sudden, about an hour later, Amber comes in. You know, Burr Ferris. Where have you been? We're worried about you. I'm just rolling on my cart, bitch.
You're
I'm
shopping. That's what
I'm
you're doing.
shopping.
Yeah.
And-
you know what I've been doing? Shopping. I'm enjoying myself.
I was getting caught up in the earring aisles. The aisles weren't big enough for my scooter.
You know how wonderful that is, though, that you were able to just have a moment that you were like in the moment and present. When I go shopping, I'm always like, oh, God, I got to pee. Oh, God, I have to be somewhere in literally 40 minutes. Oh, God. Oh, I have this to do and this. I don't do that anymore. I don't just shop for the fun of it anymore.
I was shopping for the fun of it. And I'm telling you, I was having a great time.
Oh, yeah.
And then I go through. I go, okay, I guess I'm done shopping now.
They're like,
we've been trying to call you.
Libbie Higgins, please come to the front desk. We your search party is here for you. They have been looking for you. So please, Libbie Higgins, head up to the front. And your time was just cut short.
I was mad. I wanted to keep looking at the earrings and getting caught in the earring section.
Wow.
Backing up, going forward, backing up, going forward. And when I back up, it goes beep, beep, beep. So everyone around me knows that I am a fat woman in a scooter.
Absolutely. And that way they're able to really kind of hone in and be like, well, I'm not going to get runned over by this lady.
So then I check out and go out, and they've got the RV parked right at the door. Gary's looking at me out the window, and here we go.
And then you were off. How many bags you have?
Oh, like 4, 5.
Felt good. That's how you know you're becoming a star, though, because you stopped caring about anyone else's time. You were just in there like, this is my fucking time.
Well, we were all in there shopping together. I had no idea they were done and went out. I had my phone off. They were all calling me.
You had your phone off?
They were worried about me. It's like, I was in a store.
Oh, God. It's the craziest thing. I got kidnapped. You are not going to believe it.
I have been human trafficked.
It's super weird. They had to call in another guy to pick me up. So they're having a very tough time trafficking me. And I honestly said to them, like, try it. Prove it. Prove that you're traffickers.
I'll just sit with my arms crossed like this.
Just waiting. And they're all like, oh, trust us. We're traffickers. We
got
know. We're going to get you in and out of that van so quick. And you're like, no, you're really not. They're like, no, trust us. We are tough. We're strong. And then they show you their muscles, and they are strong.
And then he squeezed my head like a little coconut between his arm muscles, and I passed out. Next thing I know, I wake up in a very dirty van.
Next thing you know, you wake up minutes later, and you're like, whoa, you still haven't gotten me out of the Target?
And one guy's pulling my leg, and the other guy's pulling my arm.
And you're like, wait, are you pulling my leg? Am I really getting trafficked right now?
And the guy looks at the other guy and goes, are you sure you want to take her? She keeps making all these stupid dad jokes.
Yeah, they're like, and you're like, wait, before you traffic me, can we please stop by at the Starbucks in the Target?
I'm like, are you guys pulling my chain?
You're like, I'll pull your chain. You go to pull his chain, and they just slap your hand.
So, yeah.
You're like, all right, can I make a few phone calls before this thing really gets going? Because I am telling you, you guys were already sweating by the walk all the way to the car, which I assume you parked really far back so nobody sees you carrying a woman into a car. You're going to be tired.
So luckily that they got sick of me and let me go. The thing to do, if you get kidnapped, irritate the shit out of them. Don't act scared. Don't kill me. You start irritating the living shit out of them.
I have thought about that so many times. Like, I'm like, so what I have like a little knife or whatever, but what I really want is one of those key alarm things where like if somebody's coming at me or whatever to like rob me, rape me, suck me, like try to talk to me and I don't want to be talked to, I can just pull that and all you do is you throw that thing and the alarm will keep going off. But in the meantime, and for the last, 28 years of my life, all I've thought about is like, what kind of things could I do to get out of the situation? Like if I see some, coming up behind me and stuff, could I just hit him with like a couple, like do something really grody and just be like, oh, dude, you do not want to go down there. Like it is, smell it.
Yeah, I would shit myself, pee myself.
100%.
Would talk to them nonstop. I'd be like, so you guys like watching The Simpsons? That's one of my favorite cartoons. And just go on and on and on.
The whole time they're like assaulting you. You're just like, oh boy. So I just recently got a ninja. Been making a lot of smoothies.
You guys won't believe this, but I'm having a good time with you guys. You know, at first I was scared, and now I think that we can build a life together.
Are we there yet? Like you just I've thought about this so many times about the things that I would do to attempt to not get assaulted. Which would just, be that. Do the grossest possible thing. I pretty much have bubble guts 24/7.
You could shit yourself.
I am this close to shitting myself every minute of every day.
You could do it.
Right now. Right now, as we speak, I have been sitting here holding my butt cheeks together and letting this burn in my stomach and traveling almost at. I've been holding it in and saying, no, we are not letting this happen yet. Because I don't want to yet.
Me and Randy can explore each other's bodies.
We're only 10 minutes in. Sheila doesn't shit until about 40 minutes in.
I know, but we've been hanging around here. It is kind of calming down a little bit in my stomach now. But that's what I'm saying. I've got bubble guts 24/7. You know, that people can say, oh boy, I wouldn't care if she shit on me. You would if I did.
Her shit has actual like hot pepper stuff in it. It will burn your skin on contact.
It will burn you immediately.
Her fucking asshole's burnt to a crisp.
I did 16 pumps of Tabasco in my chili today.
Oh,
16
in that little bitty cup.
pumps of Tabasco.
It's a little, what are they called?
Cup.
Cup.
It's a cup.
It's
It's actually, just a
it's not
cup.
one of those other cups.
Like a ramekin?
Yeah, ramekin.
A ramekin is generally used for sauces and smaller things.
Well, sometimes you just want a ramekin size of chili.
I have actually had a ramekin size of chili before, but I always go back for more. You know what I'm saying?
They always put that delicious cheese and onion on top of it.
Oh, yeah. Ramekin.
Did you
See?
get? Oh,
They're
yeah.
kind of smaller.
That's for like.
That's a 16-ounce one, though. Oh, that's a cordon bleu souffle.
Love cordon bleu.
You do?
No.
I don't either. I like the name. It does sound cool. So, yeah, these are ramekins. But no, I mean, we're talking 16 big fat pumps of Tabasco. And boy, it was good. But you always pay for it.
If I got kidnapped, I'd start talking to the kidnappers about the different kind of ramekins there are. Like, they have blue ones and green ones. Have you guys ever seen a ramekin that has a plastic top on it?
Here's the greatest part. They've got a Fiesta ramekin, too.
Holy shit.
And if you are looking to have a party for anybody, you got to have a Fiesta ramekin.
Love Fiesta ware.
I mean, it's just great. Or you could go into a local restaurant and you could ask for a couple of ramekins, and then you just slowly but surely stack up your collection from restaurants all across America. Now, let me tell you some restaurants. Denny's, Waffle. I mean, you could go on and annoy these people. Mm.
Oh.
That was just good water.
I'd say so. She said, like somebody was giving her a touch of that old puss.
Touch of the old. I forgot to tell you this. I told we do need to circle back to Donald, but I want to tell you this story.
Oh, Donald.
Real quick. Oh, I just can't wait for you to hear what he was in a hussy about today. He was fussing like a little baby all fucking day long.
Let's hear it.
So he's sitting at the bar. He walks in, and like I said, he's starting to look frail. And, I wouldn't even say it's necessarily losing weight, but it's like he's on so many pain pills that he's like nodding off all the time. And he doesn't drink a lot. And all of us know we barely put any rum in his drink that he gets. He doesn't drink at all. You know what I mean? He eats like a little bird, and he tells you, he's like, oh, I just eat like a bird, And then today he's like, Tina, there's a car parked there. It's right in the front. And I'm like, okay. Like, we are so busy. And he will not let up about this car parked right in front of the door. It's right there. I mean, you got to get the car. And he told every single server about it to walk by. Because the person was parked in front of the building. Yes, they were in a bad spot, but it's like They had a handicap sticker on,
Well,
yada,
they-
yada,
yeah.
yada. Whatever.
Maybe it was his car and he didn't even know it.
Donald's? No, Donald's got a Jeep.
Is he still taking cabs?
Oh, yeah. He will never drive again.
So did he sit where he could see that car to make sure he could see when it was going?
Yes, he did. Sat there, nodded off, I don't know, 10 times. And then he looks at me and goes, Tina, let's turn the soccer off. Nobody watches soccer. And I look at him, I go, yeah, they do. That table behind you actually is. And he's like, oh, no baseball on? Is there any baseball on?
So
And I
sad.
looked it up. There's no baseball. And then he wouldn't let up. Well, this car is just, we need to move. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Donald.
Tina, let's turn off, as if he's going to have any part in turning the TV off. Let's turn the soccer off.
Oh, okay. Guess what, motherfucker? Even if I change it to a baseball game, you're going to be asleep in 35 seconds.
Did he wake up and then go, oh?
Sometimes he just forgets your name. I'm not feeling very good today. That's what he said today. And then he got his cab,
I have
and
got
he
to
left.
see him before he.
passes on
Passes
into the
on.
next life.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you may never meet him. He may be just a legend. You gotta meet him. But yeah, he gets there at 11:30 and just starts calling his boys.
He called Ann.
Hey,
Gail,
John, it's Donald Ragsdale.
as if they're going to mistake him for any other Donald.
Yeah, it's like everybody hears your. That's like if you blindfolded me and Donald Trump started speaking, and I'd be like, "Oh, wonder who it is." It's like I would know exactly who it is. Donald
Donald
Ragsdale.
Does he have a flip phone?
Yes. And he was getting so frustrated because we have these things on the bar that are like, scan here to view our menu. Like, we still have paper menus, but it's like the QR codes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, he was one day looking at it going, he's nodding off in between, looking at it going, what's this? What is this? What is...
You got to
What
shine
is
your
this?
phone at it.
Yeah.
Donald.
Oh, dude. And he's asking everybody that walks up. It was like a puzzle he couldn't fix. He was just like,
Poor Donald.
what is this? I don't know what this is.
Did anyone tell him?
I tried to explain it to him, and then I just looked at him. I go, listen, it's not going to work on your phone because you don't have a smartphone. Let's move on. And he goes, well, what is it? I'm like, shut up.
You should have showed him. And then he'd be like, what? I can't see it.
Oh, he would have looked at my smartphone and been like he would have passed out.
What are all those applications?
Oh, he doesn't know any of that. So he's just, but today he could not. I mean, he was very, very upset about the car. Very.
Well, I hope it moved before he left, so
Oh,
he could
it-
have some relief.
It did.
Oh,
thank
thank
God. And then I go, just to get him to shut the fuck up, I was like, I already told the manager it's not an issue. They have a handicap sign. And he goes, oh, well. Oh, I guess if you told management, then it's. And I was like, did you just fucking sass me? That man is, yeah, he's going to pass on into the next life.
Where's Gail?
Oh, cool. I accidentally left my workout thing on, and it says I burned 796 calories, and I've been working out for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
That's good.
Oh, I've been really pumping.
Your stats are going to look good for this week.
Unreal.
Tag David Spade in something. He looked at it and then looked at my following 2 stories. But did he respond? No.
How do you know he looked at it?
Well,
Because of the
you
views
can
thing?
see- yeah.
Did you just check? Because you were like, maybe he'll look at it.
Yeah, because he's done that before.
Oh, he's looked at it?
He's looked at it. He's liked my stuff before and doesn't say anything.
Well, he's just being, just being a fan.
Well, if he wants to be a fan, he could follow me and then start chit-chatting.
So, Winona
that?
Judd stopped following.
But then did you see she followed her back?
What?
She followed her back.
I did see that.
Made my heart palpitate. Is
Wh-
someone screaming?
Oh, I hear it.
Somebody getting fucked.
Oh,
Nothing's coming through my headphones. Complete silence.
Well, would you like to hear some screaming?
because
No, thanks.
we can do it.
My voice is finally coming back after all the screaming.
I know you were. I mean, your voice was honestly. I've never heard you speak like that. God, I am so sweaty right now. I just had a wave of sweatiness over me.
Give me that wave of
Usually-
sweatiness.
Usually means I'm nervous. Maybe I'm nervous.
What you nervous about?
No, I don't know. I did have someone DM me asking us to talk. They were like, "Hey, like, what do you think about this Ellie Kemper stuff and the Veiled Prophet thing or whatever?" And I just started laughing when I thought of it because Donald is obsessed with it.
With the VP.
Yes.
Veiled Prophet.
And he has a mask from them, and he's like always like, "This mask is from the VP, the Veiled Prophets." You know, they do a lot of stuff for charity. And it's really, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, I've been going there for
white
years.
people, maybe.
For sure. And I was just like, all I said, because the person that messaged me and it's like a lot of the people that come into the restaurant I work at in the area that I work at, a lot of them are rich fucks that are like, it's all status stuff to them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like this VP stuff, from what I've gathered, is all status shit. Like people just want to be invited somewhere. People just want to be invited anywhere.
Do you hear it?
Yeah, it's in the background. It's on their game.
Oh, it's their game.
Oh, you thought it was a real person?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, it is.
Oh, the screaming
it
is?
sounds like it's over there.
That's fucking funny.
I don't hear shit. So I'm glad y'all do.
Well, I'm not worried about it being on the podcast. I'm worried about someone
I
being
am.
murdered.
Fuck them. I just want the audio to sound good, man. Care if somebody dies. Okay, I care if somebody
And when the
dies, but
cops
I
come,
really
they'll
want
be
to
like,
sound
"Did you
good.
hear anything?" I'll be like, "We heard blood-curdling screams for hours." The only thing I know about the VP is that when we were kids, we would go to the VP fair, which was just the 4th of July celebration. We had no idea what it was.
Well, and that's the thing. I don't think anyone, like, I think most of this is a status thing for people. From what I have,
Well, from what I read, they purposely left out black people. So
of course they did. They're
Which is
wealthy
terrible.
pieces of shit. Like, it's, yeah.
It's all, any of those secret societies are spooky anyway. I feel like we've talked about them before.
I think
When
we
talked
did
about-
too.
Talked about secret
Society.
society because we figured out that Randy was a Mason.
Yeah.
Well, that person either came or is dead because I don't hear screaming anymore.
Yeah, it's just, oh, yeah. They're definitely dead. I just had like a feeling, and trust me, I'm really in touch with my body and other people's bodies. Yeah, so I
Nope.
was,
Still hear it.
okay, so the organization reportedly excluded black members right up until 3 men were allowed to join in 1979. And
79. That was 40 years ago.
yeah. So, I mean, dude, it's just all ridiculous. Like, all of this shit.
And if she was young when she was in it, she didn't know what it was either. None of us knew what it was.
That's kind of what my reasoning is for it. I'm like, and the way that I hear these people at my job talk about it, it's like they're never like, "Oh God, we're lucky too because there's no black people there."
They would never say that.
Of
out loud.
course not, but I mean, yeah, they might. I've heard some pretty horrific things come out of people's mouths at that place. But
Well, my official
she-
statement on it is I don't fucking know enough about it to make
Yeah.
a statement.
the official Slop City podcast statement on this is we don't know shit. People like us aren't fucking invited to the Veiled Prophet thing. And guess what? Even if I fucking get super famous and rich, I don't think they're going to invite me either. They'll hear what a liberal cuck I am. They'll do 1 little ounce of digging into me because you got to be invited to it, okay?
They still do it?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but that elderly man sitting on stage with a veil on and then a young girl is creepy.
Oh, of course it is.
Ew, I don't even like looking at it. It gives me, ugh.
Yeah. LaDuNews.com, which is exactly
Which is a
what
fancy news program.
Yeah, no, it's not fucking fancy. It's like all they do is make a very big magazine, but it's like
It is a big magazine. It's like that big.
it is so large.
Why does it need to be
Yeah,
so big?
so it says like the larger point is that the veiled prophets, rich white fathers, keep this ball going without telling their daughters what they're getting into. And that's my official statement on it. Is I think that kids, I'm like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's a status thing. Your fucking dipshit parents are like, listen, we're going to this big ball. And it's like, when you're rich like that and that's all you do, like you go to a private school, you're part of a country club, you're part, like those things, those are all very like privileged people, elitist shit. And again, I mean, if I was invited, would I go? Maybe for the food.
Depending on if they had an open bar.
Now, depending if they do have any type of cheese.
What about
set up,
muscatoli?
if they got muscatoli, I'm definitely going. And I don't want it to be fresh muscatoli. I want it to be muscatoli that was made the day before, left out in grandma's fridge in her garage, and then put under the propane heating lamps.
Or
where everything's just kind of dry.
What are those things called? Those little cans of...
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The little heating cans.
Sternos.
Yep, that's the kind of muscatoli I want.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for any fresh muscatoli served by, somebody with a little fake mustache and wearing a big top chef hat. Trying to look like Mario.
Why do they wear those big hats?
I'm not sure, but what I do know is one of my friends did a maternity or like a baby photo shoot with her baby, and they dressed him up in a lobster outfit and they put him inside a very large pot. And it was the cutest thing I have ever seen in my entire life.
Did they actually cook him though?
Oh, they cooked that baby. They have been prosecuted and
to the furthest extent of the law.
To the fullest extent of the law.
Wow, Randy's over there Googling stuff.
I mean, that's what what's on
I would
Veiled Prophets food menu. That's what I'm here for.
How about white privilege? I bet that's on there
Is
somewhere.
maybe a lot of mayonnaise there?
Probably.
There's no seasoning on any of this food.
Zero.
No seasoning, lots of mayo. Ooh, one Google review for the Veiled Prophet organization. Shady organization for the elites. Their event at Hyatt is creepy.
And that was 2 years ago before the scandal broke out. See?
Yes. Great. Love it.
That person right there is what's called a whistleblower.
That, you heard it here, guys. Slop City Podcast, our official statement is that whistleblower has really just done it.
What's their name? The whistleblower. We are just yawning so much.
I'm not going to review their Hamad.
Hamad H.
Yep.
Good job.
So, yeah. I mean.
Thanks, Hamad, for speaking the truth into their creepy Hyatt events.
Oh, for sure. Oh, this is so creepy.
I just can't get my microphone in the right spot today.
I know. I've been having a little bit of trouble, too. So, I mean, I don't know. I think, like you said, any of that secret society shit is just creepy. It's like.
It's mostly just men wanting to fucking do men stuff. Abuse women. Keep in power.
Play tennis and golf.
Play tennis. Have a business that you make paper. What does Donald do?
Oh,
I own a
film.
Plastic film company.
I'm the Donald. Donald 2. He's been saying so much lately to men. He's like, "You're looking good today." And it's like, in the area that I work in and the people that come in, they kind of do this when he says it. They go,
if he passes away before I can get back off the road in 3 weeks, I'm not coming home.
What are you going to do?
I'm just going to go to a mountaintop and scream. Why?
You're going to drop to your knees in the middle of the road while it's raining and say, "No!"
And then when I drop, I realize that I've broken both of my kneecaps and I will not be able to stand up. I'll get run over by a bus, a Greyhound bus, and I'll die. Go to heaven with Donald.
Yeah. Do you think Donald's going to heaven? That's hilarious.
Why not?
Why not? Number one,
Starting first and foremost.
Let's just get the obvious one out there. He owns a plastic film company. And he is clearly an oil tycoon hiding in sheep's clothing.
Can I have a headset? I can't deal with this microphone today. I want a Britney Spears style headset.
My loneliness. This guy.
You're killing me.
This guy the other day I was working with was wearing a headset just like that. So I walked by him and like listening to like music. And he's just like getting it like in the kitchen or whatever. And I walk by him, I go, and he's at third base. The bases are loaded. And I just start screaming and doing all these announcer things. And he goes, what? And pulls this thing off. I was like, oh, nothing. I was doing like a baseball announcer bit. I go, you look like a fucking baseball announcer. And then he's like,
He's like, okay, puts the headphone
He's
right
like,
back over his ear.
cool, great bit. Oh, boy.
Let's get down to business.
Yeah, Libbie showed me a fucking banger song right before we started this. It
We banged it out.
pretty much just says, let's get down to business 48 times.
And it tells you if you're a business entrepreneur and you're having trouble with your startup, listen to this song. And it'll inspire you to get down to business.
Let's get down to business. Sign up for a PPU loan. Try to borrow money from your dad. If that doesn't work, 'cause your dad's poor, call and ask someone else.
Maybe Donald. He'd probably let you suck it for some money.
Donald always tells me that I'm like the best worker ever. And he's like, oh, you know, people would kill to have an employee like you. And I'm like, oh, yeah? Then why aren't you knocking on my door? I don't see you knocking on my door asking me to come work for your... I feel like the way Donald talks about plastic film is the way that like Hank Hill on King of the Hill does. He's like, I sell propane and propane accessories. That's what Hank Hill says all the time.
Does he?
Yes. Anybody asks him, like, what do you do? He's like, well, I sell propane and propane accessories. Just like that.
Wow.
It's
That's
always...
right, boys. I sell propane and propane accessories.
I'm 100% sure that exact sentence was in an episode of King of the Hill.
Well, I just remember him from the Beavis and Butthead. I've never seen... That's right, boys.
Yeah, but Donald is like that. He's like, I sell plastic film and plastic film accessories.
Where does the plastic film go on? Or what does it go on?
I don't know. I mean, he told me the other day, he's like, I had a business meeting. And I was like, no, you didn't. I'm not trying to... I'm like...
They had one and he sat in.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I bet if he does own this company or whatever, I bet everyone on the board is like, when the fuck is he going to croak? Like, we need to start... He, like, refuses to have computers. I could see Donald being the kind of guy that's like, we're not having computers.
They had a Zoom meeting and it's just him sitting in there by himself. Everybody else is on Zoom.
They had a Zoom meeting and this was Donald. Looking totally away from the camera, looking around, being like, oh, you're looking good today, Kevin.
He's jerking off because he doesn't actually know there's people on the meeting. I had to put some lip gloss on. My lips are just chapped.
Oh, lip gloss does not help my chapped lips.
It doesn't. But at least it makes me feel moist.
That's a nice color.
Thanks.
That is just really, really nice. It's kind of a deep purple. Purple haze.
Matches my pussy lips, am I right?
Fuck, dude. Oh, damn.
Drake goes. Drake's like, oh my God, let me get the hell
He's
out
like,
of here.
hold my penis, it's soft.
Wait a minute, people's pussies turn purple? What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Look at your balls. I bet they're purple.
Look at your balls.
Why don't you all open up your pants, look at your balls, and see how purple they are?
Randy's just searching on his phone, not paying attention to any ridiculous shit we're saying. He's like, what's the stock market up to today?
I love stocks.
Actually, I was trying to see if I could find Donald and his company on Google.
Oh.
I sell plastic film
products and plastic film accessories.
Today, like someone sitting next to him got a cup of chili and he goes, they've got the best chili in the West
He
End.
says it every time.
I know.
He's like a record.
The best chili in the West End. Why are you calling this part of town the West End?
It's not even
we're not close to that. Oh boy. And I can just tell that he's like he's going.
Should he be on hospice?
No, I don't think we're there yet. Well, I guess he needs to be on hospice. I'll be the one to do it.
The other day I suggested they put me in hospice because that's how tired and in pain I was.
Well, hopefully after you get the liposuction, then you're not going to be as tired and angry.
I hope so.
I hope each time it gets a little bit easier.
I hope so too. And I hope my legs get a little bit easier to spread for men.
Oh, sure. You want men to be able to spread those babies out.
I want them to go, and that it's farther than that.
You want them to go like this. I love purple.
Wow. That's an interesting color.
You want them to be like, purple's the color of royalty. And you're like, what?
I love purple.
He's
like, oh, you have purple underwear. Hey, baby, take off your purple underwear.
He's like, oh my God, you have purple bruises on your legs, purple pussy lips, purple undies. This is just getting really great.
Hey, baby, take off your purple undies. Okay, hold on. And then I just pantomime taking them off. Wait, babe, you left them on still.
Come on, take your underwear off.
I think if somebody called me babe, I would immediately come in my pants.
If someone called you babe, you'd come?
Yeah.
Really? Is that kind of what you're longing for? Is like, what do you, like, let's take your, if you heal from your trauma and all of that someday, like, give me an ideal, like, relationship, companionship kind of thing that you would have. Like, is there anything that you're like, oh, I like that. I want that part of it. I don't want that part of it.
I can tell you what I don't want off the top.
Yeah.
I don't want them to cheat.
Yeah. That's number one.
Number one. I also don't want them to.
What if they cheat on another person that has purple underwear?
With me?
On you.
Cheat with me?
Yeah, I guess I don't
want there to be any kind of cheating.
No, so there's no cheating. So that's your number one. That is the most important thing to you because that's what you said first, okay?
Yep.
So can you put that in her file for me, please, Randy?
My HR file.
Yeah, put that in her chart.
Number two, what I don't want is, oh, God, I don't even know. That's just my
Just think of some stuff. You said if someone called you babe, you'd come in your pants. Like,
yeah, so that's a good one.
You like that. You like kind of like pet names or stuff like that?
Love a pet name.
Yeah.
Also, if they said stuff like, wow, I think you're hot.
You'd just be over.
I wouldn't believe them.
If they told you you're hot?
Yeah, I wouldn't even know. I would just be like, I wouldn't say anything. I would just be like, they're lying.
No, they wouldn't be.
Well, they could be.
Yeah, I guess Rafe's lying to me all the time.
Well, you are hot. We're talking about you, not me.
But that's not, just because like you don't feel hot doesn't mean you're not hot.
Well, it's not that I don't feel hot, it's that I'm not hot.
I hate when you do this.
This convo will never go anywhere. Regardless, could never. I'm going to stop saying never. Would be very difficult for me to be in any kind of relationship with anyone.
Sure.
Too much. It's just unbearable.
What if you two had your own separate medical beds in separate rooms?
No, I would cuddle with someone.
You would cuddle?
Like off, let's see, what's the word? Off hands cuddling.
Off hands. Hands off.
Hey,
hands off. We're cuddling.
Because typically what would happen is when someone else would cuddle with me in past, it always leads to fucking sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it doesn't have to mean that. You just want. Yeah, it doesn't have to mean like never wrong.
Even though always, every time I would cuddle with a guy, their ding dong would go boing.
Yeah, and that's when
because they see that ass.
They look over and they see that ass, brother. They see because you got a big fucking booty.
My butt is.
You got a good butt.
Indescribable.
It really is. Until you see it, I will never forget when you reenacted that picture where my underwear was ripped. right next to me. And I remember like seeing your butt and I'm like, because I didn't realize that I had like a small butt my whole life. I mean, I kind of knew, but it's like, I don't know what I thought. I don't know.
You just didn't think about it.
Yeah. And then it was like later on when I started to realize like, whoa, I got like a small butt, you know? And it's like, fortunately, you can always grow a butt. You know what I mean? You can grow a butt with deadlifts. You can grow a butt.
Right.
You can't grow titties unless you get implants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A butt, you can grow that shit.
Well, when we were teenagers, our kids, we used to do this. This was supposed to make your titties grow.
Oh, we would do this. I'd be like, oh, God, Mr. Chemistry Teacher, just suck on my tit.
Was his name Mr. Chemistry Teacher?
Yeah, that was his full name, his given name.
What was our...
Mine was, I think, Mr. Slavin.
I mean, it sounds like a chemistry teacher's name.
For sure. Wore glasses, the whole 9 yards.
And then the safety glasses with the things on the side.
Yeah, he would just wear those every day.
Ours did.
He'd be like, just in case a fire erupts and I need to be here to do some science. And I would be like, can you stop fucking singing? It's 8 a.m. He's like running around like, ooh, I'm zany.
He's like, I got some beakers we need to fill up.
He's like, oh, I'm peeing in a beaker.
Let me fill up your beaker, sir.
What if he was like, I never go to the bathroom ever. I just urinate in this beaker. And then he points to a large fish tank filled with his piss.
All those experiments you've been doing, it's my urine.
You know, when you told me, Cassidy, that it kind of smelled like urine in here, you're right. It was urine.
Look at that fish tank. There's one big giant fish in there and it's just going.
It's so big and it's just drinking his pee. Oh, God, you better get that Bunsen burner off of me. I'm so horny.
I love a good Bunsen burner.
Oh, God, the name.
Bunsen
burner. I mean, I remember like seeing that. I'm like, why can't we just call it like, I don't know, like a stove? Like, it doesn't need to be called a Bunsen burner. And it was always like so dramatic. It's like, now listen. When you get your hands on that Bunsen burner, you guys better be careful. If there are any issues with the Bunsen burner, it's like, stop saying Bunsen.
We get it, okay? It's a Bunsen burner.
The Bunsen burner was created by Martha Bunsen and her family. Martha Bunsen.
I hated chemistry. There was nothing good happening in there.
Bunsen burner.
And then, guess what? You got to learn all those stupid elements, all those letters, RAAAANCH.
Radon. Beryllium.
Isn't that mercury?
Just made that one up. Mercury?
Wow, those are some good Bunsen burners.
Whoa, those look like that'll blast. That's now, all these cats think, oh, yeah, for all my cool weed and my dabs, I need a
Dabs.
Oh, my dabs. Oh, I need a blowtorch. No, son, you need to get yourself a Bunsen burner. You want to know the secret? You want to know the secret to cooking anything? It's actually named after Robert Bunsen, not Martha Bunsen.
Why
But
would
either
they
way-
let teenagers fucking turn those on? Why did they let me, who was in love with New Kids on the Block and didn't know anything else, turn on a gas-fueled Bunsen burner?
You're just...
And then put a beaker above it.
We're dumb. And yeah, and then they'd have you be like, okay, now, I mean, there are some experiments that I did when I was in chemistry that I'm like, yo, I could have fucking killed everyone. They're like, okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to attach this to this, and the Bunsen burner is going to be down here. And Bunsen burner's not going to be doing anything, but to do chemistry, you have to have a Bunsen burner present. They're like, oh man, this Bunsen burner really did a great job. It's like, it wasn't even on. It's like, yeah, but for a chemistry reaction to actually work, a Bunsen burner just needs to be in the room. Kind of like a notary.
Now,
or a witness.
Before we turn on the Bunsen burners, we have to go through the safety protocol. Over here on this wall, the eye wash. You get something in your eye, lean over, turn it on full blast. It'll be washing out your eye.
Eye wash station science class.
Then,
oh my God. They never spent it. Yeah, it always had that weird little like triangle
it had
thing.
dust on it because no one ever used the eye wash.
Yeah, the one kid that had to use it, they're like, listen. Eye wash and emergency shower guidelines. So what we want you to do is look like you're about to go auga.
And just
Take your
flush eye.
fingers Open your eyes. If you have contacts, they're going to fall out when you get blasted with that strong water anyway. Now,
You do not want to lose an eye in chemistry. Your parents signed a permission slip that said it's not my fault if you lose an eye in chemistry.
So, if you look closely at this eye wash station, there is, in fact, a little triangle.
That
There's
in
a
your
triangle.
panic, you pull.
Is my mic working? Yeah, it is. Don't listen to me. There is a triangle, and what we need you to do is grab a pencil and do any kind of song. It's pretty... It's weird, but you got to do a song for the thing to activate to do it. So you hit the triangle and say something like, "We need more cowbell." The place will love it. And then you pull that, and the water is just going to start rushing so quickly, and it's never going to stop. The eye wash station.
Next.
All right, I know you're all really excited to use the Bunsen burner today. That's the hot commodity. The teacher's wearing a Bunsen burner shirt. We know you're all here for the Bunsen burner.
And it says, "Show me your Bunsen."
And it has a peach emoji.
If you or your partner were to get any chemicals in your eye, today we're working again with my urine. If you get my urine in your eye, help your holy shit, look at this. The shower. You're going to have to help your friend get over.
I need you to know, if you get any of this chemical on you, you will immediately have to do the song on the triangle and then immediately pull that water source. And it is not going to stop. I mean, it's going to go so long, we're going to have to shut the school down for 2 full weeks because it's going to flood the place.
Will come. So don't go over there and thinking you're on the program Jackass and you're going to, "Oh, my name's Johnny Knoxville. I'm going to the eye wash station," and then you pull it. This is for true emergencies when you get my urine in your eyes.
And just another quick thing. Again, don't be thinking you're Mr. Jackass like you're, "Oh, my name's Steve-O. Here I am. I'm on the Jackass program." Don't you even think about walking over to that emergency eye wash station and not putting it on your eyes. I swear to God, if I see any of you pull down your pants and try to use the eye wash station as some kind of asshole washing station, things are going to go really bad really fast.
You see that green placard up there? It's got a giant eyeball with 3 lashes, not a picture of your butt.
There will be absolutely no asshole or butt washing this year in chemistry class. What?
Wait, Mr. Nicholas.
Yes.
What if me and Tammy here are doing our urine experiment and I spill the beaker of urine on her pants close to her butt?
That still does not warrant the emergency eye wash station. What you will do, what's your name again?
Jake.
Duh. What you will do, Jake.
No, my name's Steve-O.
Oh, God.
That was Jake.
Okay, Jake. I think I've taught your brother. Am I wrong or right?
Yeah, my brother Drake.
Yeah. He never really had much going for him. I will say that, but that does not mean the same for you. Okay? Moving on. If you or your partner or anybody you know and love are to get urine on their pants,
Right.
you are going to do exactly as I said. You will not be using the emergency eye wash station unless any urine gets in your eye or very close to your eye. You will walk to the triangle, do the song, and you will look up into the shower and you will let that water come down on you.
Okay.
Very simple.
What if I am using the Bunsen burner and the beaker with your urine in it, and the beaker breaks because it gets too hot from the Bunsen burner, and a piece of glass then flies into my eye?
Here at Prairie Village Middle School, we do not buy any kind of beaker that is not approved directly by me. I test the beakers to make sure they're not going to break.
Remember
And
that?
I know what's going on. We had one accident one time, and the emergency eye wash station was used. If you look at my sign up there, how many days has it been since we have had an accident?
362.
That's a lot of days.
Well, what about the one time that you got dry ice and put a tennis ball in it and then slammed the tennis ball to the ground and we all got tennis ball shrapnel in our faces?
You got to admit it was fucking cool, right?
It was pretty cool.
Well, that day was a rough day. I did get, you guys probably don't know what this word means, but I did get written up and talked to sternly. Sternly. I'm still actually dealing with a lawsuit, a civil lawsuit from Kimberly's family because the shrapnel, the debris from that pen tennis ball blowing up, turning into shards of glass, it actually went directly near her lip and made her a Marilyn Manson, or I'm sorry, Monroe, Marilyn Monroe like scar. It looks like a piercing, and her family is truly upset. So
which one of these safety stations do we use then? If we can't use the eye wash one, do we use the bag of stuff that they usually use to clean up puke, but sometimes it's also for just random spills?
Oh, sure. I mean, I have no problem. All you got to do if you ever have something on you and you need me to put down the puke serum, the puke sand, all you got to do is you scream, I need the bag. I need the large sandbag. Pour it on me.
Right.
Those are a lot of words. But basically, say something about a sandbag. I'll get the gist.
Okay.
I will pull out my pocket knife
Right.
that I procured at a gas station near a river I like to frequent.
Right.
And I will hold the bag up, stab it, and I will pour that all over you. So this, I mean,
Okay. I just think there
just don't put your asshole on the emergency eye
Okay.
wash station.
Is there a station that we can put our asshole on?
No, there is no asshole washing station, okay? You know what that is? It's called a bidet. And
Yeah.
Kimberly's mom has it, and I know because I fucked her.
Whoa. Mr. Nicholas.
So,
Did you just say you fucked a parent?
what?
Holy shit. Let me get
No.
my phone out.
No.
I'm putting this on Snapchat.
I was just messing around. Don't put it on the snapper.
I got you on Snapchat. I'm putting
You
you
better
on the
not
news.
put it on the snapper.
It's called Snapchat, Mr.
You put that
Nicholas.
on the snapper and it could end my life.
Do you have Snapchat?
I do not have Snapchat.
Well, how'd you know we call it the snapper around here?
Well, because I listen. I am an intuitive guy, okay? I know I may not seem like it, and all I talk about in my free time is Bunsen burners and eye
Chemical
wash
reactions.
stations and things like, I love to play a game when I go to the restaurant. I just pull out a periodic chart and I tell my waiter, hey, if you can guess what this, what... And I pull it out like a placemat and I set it down on the table and I say, hey, if you can guess this element, your tip will be really big.
All right, test it out. I want to test it.
Okay.
Let's pretend I'm your waiter. Hi, Mr. Nicholas. Welcome to Pizza Hut. What can I get for you?
Oh, fuck. Sorry. I just was thinking about my past. Wow, that's just a quick past.
It's been a long time since Pizza Hut had sit down.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
You gonna be having the salad bar today and the pizza?
Oh, I'm hitting it all, baby. But listen, so you know the drill. Well, maybe you don't, but some of your counterparts do. Here it is. I've got my little periodic table placemat.
You laminated
Yeah, it is
too.
laminated, and it's laminated very thinly, so it doesn't just have to stay down. I can roll it up, put it in my pocket with a rubber band or whatever I need to do. So here's the periodic table of elements, and I'm going to just have you guess one of these, and if you guess correctly, your tip goes up.
Do I get to pick the one I want to
nope,
do?
I'm gonna give it to you right now, okay? Are you ready?
I feel like we're doing a pop quiz right now.
Fe, what is that?
Selenium. Iron.
There you go. Wow. I can't tell if you were tricking me or not.
I was trying to see if you knew it.
Oh, of course I know Fe is iron. What about H?
Everybody knows that's hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Yeah. All right. Well, honestly, I thought you were going to be a lot worse at this. What about ET?
That isn't one.
Okay. Got it. What about FU?
That isn't one either, Mr. Nicholas.
No, but
I got one for you.
okay, hit me.
Na.
Sodium.
Oh, you're so smart, Mr. Nicholas.
Non-alcoholic, because that's what I am not anymore. I'm a recovering alcoholic, and that means that I am a non-alcoholic.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
All right. Yeah. So how much would my tip be with the three that I got right?
the 3 wins puts your tip up to from 12% to 18%.
Wow.
So
Let me do a couple more.
Big
so I get to
percentage.
20.
well, I'm not sure if we can do any of that. You know, they say if you don't have money to tip, you don't have money to eat, but I think otherwise.
All
So.
right. Well, have a good night. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go in the back and
Cry in the walk-in.
fuck Tracy
Whoa.
in the walk-in.
Cut. What a psycho.
Cut.
Kitty! Kitty!
We did see the kitty walk by. All I'm saying, guys, is a Bunsen burner is how you light your dab. That's all I'm saying. You know,
And if you get in your eye, don't go to the eye wash stand unless
No.
it's an emergency.
you only use something as a bidet if it is a bidet. You don't get to decide what a bidet is. You know, if you're in your kitchen and you know you need to wash it out, do not grab your spray thing and put it on your asshole. If you don't have a bidet, then guess what you need to do? You need to take an old-fashioned shower.
That's where you get in and the water comes down.
Yeah, a shower is a shower is what's known as a lot of water dripping down on you.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good. Thanks.
Yep. That's the
I hate that every time I turn around, I can't see myself. I can only see the side of myself. Let me look at it this way.
Are you looking at your haircut looks fucking fire.
Wait a minute.
Who's your hair person? Christina Cheeseman?
Yes.
Dude, they got a lot of followers, man. Oh, you're looking right at the camera like a sociopath.
Does it make it? Can you see it in there now?
What? The phone?
I'm trying to look at myself in the thing. Ooh, that's spooky.
Yeah, it's like a mirror reflecting on each other 78 times.
It's like I'm looking in a mirror. Oh, someone is looking back at me.
I'm starting with the...
Man in the mirror. Well, that looks like that's another episode down the drain. I mean, down the tube. I mean, up
In the toilet.
in the. Oh God.
That is just something. You got
In
your...
the can is what I was
In the
trying to say.
can. We got another one in the can. Well, listen, buddy. You got your haircut ready to go on tour. You're ready to rock.
I'm ready to rock.
Libbie's going to be leaving us for another 3 weeks. We don't even know how long. She doesn't even know how long she's gone anymore. That's how famous she is.
I don't think it's about fame. It's more about busyness, really.
She's going to come back riding a fucking...
And I don't
riding
know.
dirty.
I don't know when the RV is going to be ready, so I don't know where I'm helping drive. I just don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, we wish you luck on all your shows.
I wish
And
you.
we can't wait until you're back in our good graces.
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Well, that's actually a holiday that comes a lot later this year. But, you know, I love that you're thinking ahead.
Just thinking about what I can get you guys this year.
Did you even get me anything last year?
No,
Yeah, fucking sucker.
I just I don't know how to.
I'm a good
You're
I'm
a good gift
giver.
giver. You
Everyone
are.
knows that. Everybody knows it. It's who
It's
I
true.
am.
It's true.
All right, well, I think that concludes today's episode.
Tune in next time for the exciting conclusion of Slop City. God, this thing itches so bad.
Oh, your blister?
Yes, I had to go to urgent care yesterday.
Oh my God.
It was looking gnarly.
All right. Love y'all.
Love ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, it was not looking good.
It is not looking
And
good today.
God. Hell of a fart. Jesus. Natalie scared the shit out of me.
Got us good.
Rah!